Okay, so now let's start. You're in Paris. It's 1942.
So 1942 was the year that they started to round up Jewish people. You have to wear the Star of David. If you wear it and you come out from the metro or in the street, they could pick you up and arrest you. So I was wearing the Star of David for 1 week. Then it was impossible because I don't want, they pick you up right away. So I took off my Star of David, but it became very, very difficult to stay in Paris. So I met my future husband in 1941.
What was his name?
Jacques Bienstock, and he was going the summer to spend his vacation on a farm in France, not far from Limoges, if you know. The name was Ceyroux. Ceyroux, a small, very village. And my Jacques went there in 1942. Somebody from the building was moving out, so he had the opportunity to go with them, dressed up like a mover, he put on jeans, and he was able to go over the border, go into the family
in their pickup truck
at the farm.
Okay.
So I knew where he was staying. So in 1942, my future husband has a friend, not Jewish. He was willing to help me to get up to the border. Only up to the border.
Which border?
That's the divided, occupied France with the unoccupied France.
Vierzon, right.
So that was the name.
Vierzon.
Vierzon. So he came and took me by train up to the border. Then he had to leave me. But meantime, one of the worker, at the railroad worker, he was helping people to cross over the border. Not only Jewish. He was doing it from his heart, not for the money, anything. So I had
So he was an employee at the railroad.
Yes, somebody was able underworld, but somebody was able to get me up to the border. That man that my future husband knew. And as I came to the border, they had a little cafe on the railroad station. There was a station.
In Vierzon.
And Vierzon. And I was sitting there with a little suitcase I had with me and an umbrella. And I had to wait till the man, the passeur, will make a signal. I should follow him. Meantime, I see the German walking back
So how
and
did
forth.
you feel waiting there?
Yes, because this was on the border.
Were you terrified?
I was very scared. I couldn't breathe anymore. I was unbelievable. I was all by myself. I didn't know. And I had to wait till finally they make me signal. He never touched me. He was never near me.
How long were you sitting in that cafe?
For hours, and it seems for weeks. So every minute was an hour. So he made a signal to me to follow him. He could not talk to me. And I follow him over the rail going back and forth till finally he made a signal. I could go in the caboose. Near the caboose, there's an open wagon. And I went in, of course, and I went in the corner. I never forget that. All by myself. And I couldn't breathe anymore. And I hear a woman starting to scream, the German, the German. She was there with one man and a little boy. I didn't see them. I hear her petrified.
She was in another train next to you?
God forbid, if she screamed, the German going to start looking inside the wagon, and they find me. Till I never forget that. It was an open wagon that had coal, so I don't have to tell you, but I was in the corner. Till finally, the train started to move. I never forget it in my life. And I got up from the bottom, and I stand up, I say, I could breathe again. I could not breathe.
So after...
And then from there on, I was lucky, I made it over the border, and I tried to go to the address that Jacques had at the farm.
Well, how long a train ride was it from Vierzon?
From Vierzon, it took, I don't know, forever, it seems.
You were in a coal train.
And when I came to the other side, I had no paper. You know, in France,
no
you always need paper.
Right.
And one guy gave me like a violation. I didn't have permission to
So you got a ticket for not having
I got a ticket for that, and I had to present myself to the judge. I was so stupid. And I came there. I lived with the family that he was staying to. They took me in. I helped them a little bit until we rented an apartment. 1 room, 4 people, 8 by 10. Only thing we had electricity, no running water.
How long
Nothing.
did you live in that house?
2 years.
2 years.
From 1942 to 1944.
Okay.
After the liberation of Paris, I went back with my father to Paris.
Okay.
We had
So you survived the war
Yes.
in Ceyroux.
In Ceyroux we survived. We had food, at least there was a land of potatoes.
So you were
we never
able to live off the land.
Yeah, the potatoes we always had. So we had...
So that
we were never
railroad
hungry.
worker saved your life.
Yeah, I
by
heard it,
helping.
yes. Unfortunately, I am not sure. I think they got arrested him, and that's very painful.
So,
So,
all right. Well, thank you very much.
you're
Very
welcome. I love you, everybody.
I love you too.
Remember me that
Yeah.
I always
Chapter
love
1.
each one of my family.